we have a battery and a light bulb. A light bulb is a form of a resistor. A battery is a battery. A battery is a charge pump. A battery takes charges and gives those charges electric potential energy. So as the charges go across the battery from D to A, they give those charges electric potential energy. As the charge flows from A to B, that is from the battery to the terminal of the light bulb or the resistor, we have no loss in electric potential energy. That's because in this class, wires have zero resistance. This is like flying through the vacuum that you can breathe. Wires do not actually have zero resistance, but it's close enough where in this class we're going to assume that wires have zero resistance. So as the charge goes from the battery to the light bulb, it loses zero electric potential energy. Now, as the charge goes through the light bulb, that charge loses electric potential energy. Where does that energy go when that charge goes through the light bulb? And into light energy and heat energy and one more. Sound energy. So that electric potential energy is converted to other types of energy. Heat energy, light energy, and sound energy. And then that charge goes back to the battery, gains electric potential energy, then that electric potential energy is converted to heat, light, and sound, and so on and so forth. It just keeps going back and forth, around and around in this circuit, just like the space warp. The space warp is the mechanical equivalent of this same thing, which is the electrical equivalent. In the space warp, we had the mass. The mass went up the elevator, gained gravitational potential energy, just like the charges going through the battery, gaining electric potential energy. After they left the elevator, that gravitational potential energy was converted to kinetic energy and into sound energy and into heat energy. So there, that kinetic energy was, gravitational potential energy was dissipated as kinetic energy, heat energy, and sound energy. This is slightly different. We have that electric potential energy being converted to heat, light, and sound. So this is the same thing that's going on in the space warp, only this is electrical, that's mechanical. This one's a little bit harder to see because you can't see the little electrons moving around. But you can see the light coming off of it, and you can feel the heat and hear the sound. So that's what's going on in the circuit in terms of energy.